Well, the Spokane police chief is featured in a big New York Times article. Chief Craig Meidl is talking about his department's involvement in a policing program dating back to the Obama administration. But under President Trump's administration, things are changing for police departments.
KREM 2's Lindsay Nadrich spoke with Chief Meidl about the article. Lindsay?
Well, at the end of 2012, the Spokane Police Department reached out to the Department of Justice to help reform things like training, policies, procedures, and use of force. It was a collaborative process that resulted in several recommendations our police department implemented. But under new policy, that process for change will look a lot different. The Spokane Police Department says a lot of good changes came about thanks to their partnership with the Department of Justice. The department improved training, policies, procedures, and even implemented an early alert system to track officers on the job.
And that basically will flag officers if they cross a threshold of either use of force, complaints, pursuits, collisions. And it doesn't mean that they necessarily did anything wrong. It just means this person is outside what's a normal threshold.
Spokane was the second police department in the nation to voluntarily take part in the collaborative reform process. Instead of a one-size-fits-all for police departments across the country, recommendations were tailored to fit each department's needs.
They didn't just come out with, here's how you do it, go forward, and now every agency follows it. That's not realistic. What they said is each agency is different, each community is different, so we would prefer to come in and help work with you on what will fit your community.
But under new policy, that process is changing.
Now, they're not going to come in and tell you what you need to work on. They're going to have departments tell them, we need help in this area. We don't have the resources. Can you please help us with resources?
So in a nutshell, the process is a little more hands-off because the Department of Justice won't get involved until a department asks for help. Since Spokane was one of the first to benefit from the process, Chief Meidl was interviewed about the changes in the New York Times.
To have a national organization recognize the things that we have achieved has been a real great recognition of not just the Spokane Police Department, but the Spokane community.
The police department was also supposed to get a final report now that they've gone through the collaborative reform process. But because of the policy change, they're not getting one. Chief Meidl says he plans to have his staff complete their own report to have a better picture of how things are working. Live in studio, I'm Lindsay Nadrich, KREM 2 News.